February 5th, school board meeting, 5 PM to order. I don't have my thingy, but that's okay. We're in order, and we do pledge before proof of posting, so.
No pledge student.
No pledge due. So, let's go. Oh, we could have had one.
Addie Helmig, would you like to lead us in the pledge?
Yeah, that's okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we have our proof of posting. And I can't remember if we told Rebecca the meeting changed time. I thought we did last time she was here,
I
but,
thought we did too.
yeah.
We have to open the public hearing for the donation.
I make a motion that we open the public hearing.
For the donation.
For the
from
donation to field
welfare.
services.
Yeah, I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We talk about that now or after?
After.
Okay. We have approval of minutes from January 6th. Do we have a motion? I did read these previously.
I wrote them as well. I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from January 6th, 2026.
Second.
All those in favor? So Meredith made the motion, Dana seconded.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, or
I
whoever.
think both of us are doing it, but that's okay.
And then for the minutes, January 21st. That was the real quick.
Oh, yes, I read those too. I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes of January 21st, 2026.
I'll second.
Mark, all those in favor?
Aye.
We have an opportunity for the public, but, you know. We're good? Superintendent's report.
Yep. We introduced our new interim assistant
Oh, yeah.
superintendent, Heather Cummings, yesterday. She came to our admin meeting. I sent to the board kind of a brief outline of her experience level. I think it's going to be a great fit for us to help us get through the rest of the year. And the other point that's not in here, next Wednesday, I'm flying to Nashville for the National Superintendent's Conference. So I'll look on my phone, but be gone for 3 days, so.
Okay.
And just in the report, basically, most of it is a summary of our sending districts meeting down in Pinkerton. Spent a lot of time, or they did, going over student data with us, AP scores, things of that nature. We've also reached out to New Mornings regarding renewal of their contract, and we are in the process of narrowing down a possible company to manage our healthcare plan. We're not quite there yet, but we've reached out to the firms that I mentioned in the report.
Cross the street here.
They did, but they
Can negotiate.
declined.
Wait, Cross? Anthem.
Eventually they did
Bummer.
They were very helpful with us.
Yeah.
And it was a good conversation we had.
And then the Pinkerton numbers, I'm surprised do they do that every year?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, they don't, this was the first time they did it at one of our meetings. We do get annual reports with this information. They also give us a list of how our students perform as well. It's part of their contract.
Oh, good.
with us.
So, wait, the numbers now are 288, Becky, on the principal's report? Okay. The winter wellness was awesome. I don't know if anybody else, I went for a smoothie. Anybody have any other? The camp. Will we get any funding for that this year?
Currently, so I've told parents at this point I'm keeping the cost under $400 for the whole summer. And that's really so that we could continue to do Adventure Learn, things like that. And then I can use some grant funding, IDA and Title I, just only for specific students that meet that criteria.
Anybody have anything else on the administrator's report? Oh, standing committees. I had a question for the building committee.
We haven't had a meeting.
I know, but I'm thinking we maybe should revisit the Turner report at our next meeting to see what their recommendations were on our, what's next?
I think,
Our heating system, our,
That was from 2018, right?
yeah, I think we need to
I know that as
redo it.
well.
Yeah.
Should we,
I think
Been a
we
lot of
should have
changes
it.
since then.
I wonder if that, Cost.
That was just
No,
before
well,
I
cost,
arrived.
They don't do anything.
yeah, I
for
was
the
gonna say, we,
whole- Something like that would cost.
but I think they did like a projection of years out when these things would have to be done.
Yep, they
Yeah,
did.
we can pull it.
Just put it on our next.
Yeah.
Is that something we could do at the end of the year, is approve for some funding
Well, one
for
of the
that
for
for
that-
next year?
If we start seeing what's next, you
We
know?
were talking before the meeting started, Becky, Mark, and I, that Don, our new maintenance director, is getting the prices for all the pumps that we have. See how old they are, and then put a price list together for us to look at come springtime. You want to update everybody on where we are with the heat? Might as well, this will be a good time.
Sure. So, learned a lot about heating and pumps and circulation and yeah, all that. So we basically have two different size pumps, and I know previously we had talked about that we have 4 pumps that are kind of like our larger pumps, and 2 that kind of serve the same purpose. One of them they had to take the motor from, remember, to get the other one working that had the cracked coupler. So we had one that was not functioning at all, and we were waiting for that to come in. And then our most recent was a different one of the smaller pumps that we have like 8 or 9 of. That one just completely stopped working, seized up, and that was responsible for pushing the heat to certain classrooms and offices in the building. So after what we thought was going to be an overnighted part, didn't end up being overnight, but today that part, the new small pump was installed, as well as the new larger pump, that motor was installed. And so now all of our pumps, both large and small, are functioning, and we have a backup on site for both the larger one and the motor for the larger one and a full smaller pump. So we're currently in good shape.
So if another pump were to fail,
We have
They
one on
come
site,
out
they could come out and it's
in a
already
fraction of
here.
the
We don't
time?
have to
Yeah.
wait for the part. They
We
could
would
just
just
come.
need to get the people.
service person.
Service tax.
So the smaller pumps seem to be your circulator pumps for your forced hot water. And then the steam is probably a return pump. like a
See,
water
you're even
come
learning
out.
more now, Becky.
Well, maybe. I learned that the bigger pumps are kind of feeding those smaller pumps, and the smaller pumps have just a responsibility for certain pieces of the building. Yeah. Because
they
one of my big
control
questions was
zones.
when this one failed for the 3rd and 4th grade classrooms, and I heard that some of the other areas have 2 pumps that service them. I'm like, well, can't we kind of rewrote things? You know, no, that wasn't an option. I got a few chuckles along the way as I was
Yep.
offering my advice or thoughts, but I've learned a lot too. But I think we're in much better shape right now. And the big thing that Dawn is working on right now is I've asked him to look at all of our pumps and see if he can find a date of installation for those pumps, because we've had others replaced over time, so that we're seeing about how long are they lasting us, how many do we have that are about to go, because this seems to be a common theme right now. You know, so that we're prepared for that and can, you know, have more on site, or, you know, whatever it is that we need to do, however we need to pre-plan, so that we don't end up sending kids home half-day or relocating classrooms for 4 days moving
So it
forward.
wasn't something that the company that services our system had in inventory? It was a special order?
Right. Yep.
Was it only the pump on the other one that was down, so now that's fixed and up and running, or is there still something else that's,
Right now, everything
yeah, I know.
is running.
Okay, on both of them?
Yes.
Yes, but it's Mondays seem to be our day, so I'll touch base with you on Monday.
After the coldest weather of the year.
After the supposedly coldest weather of the year. this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I have a lot more confidence going into this weekend than I have any weekend in the past 3 because that other large pump is now working. So they're now kind of sharing the load rather than the load of both of those being on one.
I wonder, the heat was pumping like nobody's business in the gym on Saturday.
On Saturday?
So I'm wondering if like somehow if that affected it.
I don't think so.
Are
No, because the pump that went has nothing to do with that area.
Okay.
It's dedicated to these few classrooms and couple offices here.
Okay.
Stacy and I bundled up though.
They
It was
weren't,
chilly.
these pumps weren't
Amy and
part of
Tiffany moved to the library.
No,
We rocked it.
no,
200
it wasn't part of the
2 million.
rental.
All right, good. That'll be a question. Okay. So can we add it to the March agenda to discuss the Turner report and possible they had at the time had a 10-year outlook or what was gonna need to be replaced and figure out. Okay. New business is the 2026-27 school calendar.
Under the proposed calendar, we would start school, first day would be September 3rd.
Oh, after Labor?
No, before.
Oh.
Sorry, Labor Day.
Oh, Labor Day's late this year.
Yes,
We don't
it's
wanna
a
mess
late,
with that.
it's a late Labor Day, calendar-wise.
And these PD days, they get to choose one or both, I forget. Oh, it depends.
If the contract passes, it would be these 3 professional development days are planned days, but sometime in the month of August, they would have an
get their-
additional day that if
to
they
get their
come in
rooms
to
set
set
up.
up the rooms, there would be additional pay for
Okay.
that.
We have to vote on this, right?
Yes.
You want a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we accept the calendar as presented for the school year.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Dana seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We'll post it tomorrow.
Oh, you'll post it? Okay, good.
Yeah, well, we're back, we're still on, right? Oh, I know. Assuming we don't go down again, our websites were down today. Our host, the company that hosts it, is having issues.
Next is the summary expenditure report and special education expenditure report. So, I just have a question. So right now, the available balance for regular is 307.
That's correct.
And then special ed has their own available.
It's
Of
built
368.
into
Built
that
into the
307? Yeah.
Part
of
No,
it.
No, that's built into
Okay.
the 307.
Did we encumber the health payment?
Yes,
Oh, good, okay.
yeah, that's why it dropped, we banked it.
Oh, there it is, I just had to. I'm sorry, I'm not quite on my game as usual, I've been looking at other data.
I did just want to point out on the substitute line is over 6,200. Becky can attest to us using a lot of teachers for coverage, and it was $2,700 just this last payroll in substitutes.
Lots of people have been sick.
Yeah, we've had a lot sick and we don't have enough subs to come in and cover that, which is really less expensive than having our own teachers cover period by period, piecemealing it together. So,
The memory banks,
Also, I'd like to reiterate the revenues, the excess revenues that we have are
Oh, yeah.
72,000 right now, and that will roll into fund balance.
that was, a special ed grant and then the electricity.
32,500, yep.
We got the 90% reimbursement from the state,
Yep.
and then the rebate.
Which kinda went to the health payment anyways,
In a way.
in a roundabout way. Anybody have any other questions on the? We have manifest, I forget who's on it, but
Mark.
I can do it. Hold on. Make a motion that we accept the financial summary for January 7th to February 5th with the number of $616,340.76.
Second. Meredith, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now we have our policies. Oh, no, we have
Yes.
one more month with you. Can you get them all done?
Oh, yeah, we got all
We
done.
got- we got quite a
Every
few.
last one of them. Does anybody have any, nothing's changed on the second read policy, so I'm assuming nobody has any questions? All right, then I move that we adopt as second read policies JFAA, admission of resident students, IGAA, therapy animals, IMAH, daily physical activity, JLCF, wellness, JLIA, supervision of students, EBBB, accident reports, ECA, building and ground security, IJO, school, community, and home relations, JG, assignment of students to classes, JHC, student release precautions, JLC, school health services, JLD, school guidance and counseling, DJG, vendor relations, and DAF, administration of federal grants.
One second.
Heather seconded. All those in favor? Aye.
Okay, did anybody, I'll just do all these at once unless anybody had any questions on the changes that were made on the first read policies. No questions? All right, I move that we adopt as a first read policies BEDG, minutes, DBI, budget implementation, JKAA, use of restraints and seclusion, EEAEA, mandatory drug and alcohol testing, JGG, physical restraint, and JIA, student due process.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So we'll have to have, we don't need a second read, do we? If we didn't make any changes?
Hmm?
We do?
Unless you waive you can waive the second
these?
reading.
Yeah, you have to do a second read.
All right.
No, but you can waive the second reading
Yeah.
if you want.
Just
But
give us
that,
more to do next
that
time.
will, Dana can finish off those policies
Okay.
for the second reading.
We have another opportunity for the public
We wanna
to.
do the
Oh.
hearing.
Oh,
We wanna
yes.
vote to accept
We
the
need to-
donation. At the last meeting, we talked about how the welfare department donated $5,036.29 to help cover our lunch bills for parents who couldn't pay, were having trouble paying. You just have to vote to accept it. We had to do an open hearing, so that's what this is for. And we've already gotten the money, it's just a formality, but we need it for our auditors to say that we voted and accepted. So just a motion and a second, and we'll
Just
be
have to
done.
close the hearing first.
Yeah, close the
Oh.
hearing.
All
Hearing's
those,
closed.
all those in favor of closing the hearing?
Aye.
So now we have to vote, how much is it?
$5,036.29.
I'll make a motion that we accept that.
I'll second. All right, Meredith seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And I've said it again and again, but our welfare director is phenomenal.
She is.
Like, she finds what any need, I don't know, is if there's ever been a need that she can't meet. And she doesn't,
She has helped many of our students.
I know,
who
she
get
doesn't like
the
the
Washington
recognition.
DC trip.
she's just awesome. Just love it. Now we have an opportunity, an opportunity for the public to address the board. Okay, hi.
I
Would you
just
like to
wanna-
say something?
I'll say something. DC trip, the month of February, if you go to the town cabin and you mention that you are supporting the DC, we get 10% of the food sales for the month of February.
I wish we knew that.
So,
Just say in general, like,
Yep.
for the Henry Moore for 8th grade?
yep,
Okay.
yep.
There you go, Becky.
Is the money gonna get dispersed and applied to the payment on behalf of the families so it reduces it, or?
The cabin, is all month, so we won't get that probably until the beginning of February. So everyone will probably have to make their last payment, and then, I'll turn over the money to Becky Sarah with a spreadsheet, and she will write checks out to the parents.
What about the other money that's been raised or donated?
Yep, that will all go in one check.
Oh, all right, so
Yep.
none of it's gonna get applied,
No.
you make the payment and
Yep.
it comes
And then
out.
you get
Okay.
Comes back,
Okay.
Yep.
so that it goes through the school,
Yeah.
because you're fundraising for a school
Yeah.
trip.
And so far, the concession stand has brought in $1,100.
Wow.
Nice.
For those, students that have worked it.
Mary's a great fundraising leader.
Yeah.
We're
I
trying to
like
get her to
hands
stay
outside
on
of
for
first
next
stop.
year
I
and do
honestly
it for the
think
next
hands
year's
outside.
trip.
Mary, you should
Yeah, we're
post
doing
that
that.
in the men's group.
Alex Lopez's mom went to the recycling center today. They, because of the temperature this weekend, they said no.
Right.
But, we will do Sundays for February. I'm gonna put out a sign up genius for that, but, yeah. We're also doing a 50-50, that will be drawn at the end of the month.
March 10th.
And, yep, we're going to have a concession stand on Vote Day.
That'll be great.
I'm actually off that day, so I'll run it in the morning, because for some reason I didn't think there was school that day, but there is. So then, we'll have kids come when they get out of school and work it till 7, so. But, I will probably do it next year for, 8th grade, and I'm also, going to be becoming a member of the CYAA, and they had talked to me about
Yay.
being their fundraiser person, so.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's great.
That's good.
Oh, and we sold the popcorn, that raised, there were 12 kids that signed up to sell it, but only 11 actually did, and they sold $5,200 worth of popcorn, and we got 50% of that
Wow.
money.
That's
So-
great.
And that company was wonderful. They sent popcorn for all the teachers.
Wow.
So we got
Yeah.
to last week go around and pass out, and this is nice popcorn.
It is.
Big bags of nice
It
popcorn.
is, yeah.
And that, all the teachers got to enjoy as well, so.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was definitely my pleasure. I got to know some really great kids. Dana's daughter actually made cake pops, and
They were a hit, I heard.
so good. Yeah, I did talk to her about making another batch for another concession stand that we have, and she agreed.
Nice.
Good.
She did. She did.
My
yes.
daughter?
Dad didn't ask her, right? Mom and Dad didn't ask her, somebody else did.
So, yeah.
I'm interrupting, thinking of the cake pops, is that something that she would be willing to do, I'm thinking, and put in the teacher's room for the teachers, and then we can have like a donation thing? and-
I could ask.
You know what I mean? Because I'm just thinking, then that would make her feel good, and we would be able to kind of give back to her, and then that would help go to you guys.
Or even if you just put a donation.
Or donation,
thing in there,
yeah,
not
just a
even
donation
For the
thing,
8th grade
to
trip.
say,
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah,
great.
proceeds go to, if she made some pops in
Yeah.
the teacher's room, proceeds go to the 8th grade trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dana's like, okay, I gotta go talk to her about this.
Dana's like, little did you know, it was me behind those pops.
She, when I talked to Paige, she said that it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun for her, is what she said.
Did she clean up after herself?
Kind of.
Dana's like, it's a public meeting.
It is.
Yeah. We're being recorded right now.
Alright. We have any other future agenda items for March? We'll have lots of policies, we can talk about the building.
I just have one, maybe we could talk about it, and I know I brought it up to Becky, the fact that you have to be enrolled in Henry Moore to go on the DC trip, I find very odd, especially where they're allowed to play on our extracurricular clubs in sports. I don't understand why we wouldn't invite them to go on the trip. They have to go with other
So
towns.
my answer to that would be, we don't know these kids at all, and I'm sending teachers who have had no interaction with these children away from their families overnight in a place where the family can't just get right there for them. So I wouldn't want to put the staff members in that position to be in charge of these kids that they really don't know.
No, we don't have
We
a,
don't have a policy.
Something
No, we
about
don't
an
have a
overnight trip policy? Is
we
that
have,
something?
we have an overnight.
Yeah,
trip
it doesn't
policy.
apply to-
Says the board has to
nothing
approve
else.
anything overnight.
Yeah.
That's really the
Yeah.
policy that, for that.
Yeah, I get that. because you never know.
That would be my concern about it.
We can put.
We put on the
we
agenda
put
to
on the
review the
agenda,
policy.
talking
Okay.
about it a little
Oh,
more.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we don't need non-public.
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think so, but it's up to you guys.
I don't know.
All right, I'm good.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah.
If time, if we need
Well,
one.
I just wanna confirm, at the last meeting, we discussed
Yes.
I was not at the last meeting.
the majority, so like, even, it was the quorum, right? Voted to have the lawyer review a letter that the board received, and that we agreed that we would reply. And we did, and just, we're all on the same page.
And there's been no response.
There's been no response, but there's been,
Chatter.
chatter. So, just laying that out. So do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
This is a record.
Yep.
That's good, because Dylan needs to figure out how to move